In this video, we're going to be looking at how we can take our survey data, in this case from a total station, save it as a DXF file, and then bring it in and start using it as a basis to draw up our topography in Revit. So what I've done is I've brought in this OS map just to give me some outline. You can see I've started to put in some topography already, which are these blue lines. This bit in the middle here is the survey data. So this here is, you can see all the points, and I also did the perimeter as well. When we look at it in 3D, we can now start to see our topographical representation of what's really out there off the back of the total station survey that I did prior to this. So to do this, we start up a new architectural template, and I now need to insert the file itself. So you would have taken a total station and taken the DXF file off of it and saved it onto your computer. We then need to import CAD, so we're going to insert, import CAD, and I'm going to start looking for it. Mine's in my downloads, so go into here, and because I'm using a DXF file, I need to search for, rather than DWG, just click that down and then click on DXF, and then you can see I've got a couple here I can choose from. Before I select those, the import units is really important. You change it from auto detect to meter. Well, it is in my instance. For some reason, it won't auto detect DXF files that I take off my Leica Total Station. It's an ICR70 for anyone that's interested. And once I've done that, so I've changed it to DXF file, I've changed it to meter, and now I can click on the one I want, which is this mountain sign, then click open. And in it comes. So this is obviously I'm in level 0, so it's looking it straight down. So when I click on it, I can unpin it. Once I've unpinned it, I can then start to move it around from one place to another. So that's what I need to be able to do. So unpin it. I can also rotate it if I need to, so I can use the rotate tool up here, and I can change its orientation if I needed to, depending upon which way around I want it to be. For the purposes of this, it doesn't really matter at the moment. Once I've got that inserted into there, I can now go into massing and site, and rather than just clicking on Topo Solid, click on the little button below it, and then you want to create from an import. So rather than creating from a sketch, you're creating from an import, and then we're going to create from CAD in this instance, because that's the file that we brought in, that CAD file. So we'll create from CAD. Once I've done that, just click on the DXF file that's in there. I want everything to be in there, so I'm just going to click OK, and that's now turned that DXF file into a Topo Solid. And when I look at it in 3D, we can now see the contour lines, and we can start to see it in 3D. So it's automatically done it for us, which is a real time saver rather than trying to input each point individually. When I click on the Topo Solid, I can modify sub-elements. So I can click on this, and then each one of these elements is modifiable. I can move them around, up and down, change them wherever I want them to be. I don't want to do that in this instance because that's a true representation of what I did, but if I needed to change anything for any reason, that's where you would do it. You can also add in points as well, so you can put stuff in, add extra points in there for different heights or to move things about. That's something else you can do as well whilst you're in there. We've still got our DXF file showing, so if we look at this here, we've got our level lines showing, and you can see the bits of blue that's showing as a DXF file. To hide those, again, it's visibility graphics overrides, so we can either select edit over here in our properties box on this one here, or I can just press VV on the keyboard, which is a shortcut. And for this one, if I go into annotation categories, for instance, and then get rid of the levels, so I just type L on the keyboard, takes me down to all the L's, uncheck levels and click apply. You can see they've disappeared. I can also go into my imported categories, which are these ones here. So the DXF file is an imported category, and we can see it here, mountain science. I'll click on that and apply that. That's got rid of those blue ones. We've also got these contour lines on here. If you didn't want to keep those for any reason, you can go into model categories and then click on T or type T, and then you'll go into Topo Solid and just expand that and get rid of the primary and secondary contours. Click OK, and that gets rid of those as well. So that can just tidy it up a bit if that's what you was after. And then you can start adding to that and playing with that as you wish. But that then gives you the starting base from which to work from if you're taking a DXF file into Revit.